Happy Tuesday. So let's start off right away with the pre-market prep. So today's watch list is a little bit bigger than the usual. So I have 5 stocks that I'm interested. But the one I like the most is actually Nvidia, Apple, and Palm. But I do have on my secondary Coin and MU. But let's jump into how am I feeling today? How's the mindset? So woke up naturally at 3:50, reviewed my trade from yesterday, and started my morning routine. Meditated, gratitude, prayed, vision board, and posters. Around 5:30, headed to jiu-jitsu. I hurt my neck jiu-jitsu, so I have a bit of a stiff neck. 7:40, coffee, sunlight, and audiobook. 8 o'clock, clocked in. Slept around 7 hours. I got into bed around 7:34 last night, but had a bit of a hard time falling asleep again. My mind was just running a lot. I couldn't get it quiet. And around 8:39, I want to say around that time, fell asleep. It was a very nice deep sleep, I want to say, and woke up feeling very, very rested. So I'm feeling currently tired like a 3, but it's mainly because I have a sore neck. But overall, feeling pretty good. But let's jump into the overall market. So as I said, I do have a bit of a big watch list. The market is currently nosediving lower in pre-market session. We are currently trading around 518. So a really, really nice dive. I haven't seen this type of price action in a bit, at least to the downside. So it's quite interesting, but I still want to come with that mentality that, hey, the market could bounce. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. We could just chop around. So I don't want to come with the hope of, oh, let's just go short. I want to pay attention to what price action tells me. But SPY showing a ton of weakness, currently breaking the low of this pretty much pivot area. So looking pretty damn good for a move continuation lower. But just a gap. I'm not loving the gap that we might leave. So that's why I'm saying like we could potentially bounce. But again, it's showing some really, really nice weakness. But just coming in with an open mind and see what the market presents. QQ, same scenario, showing a ton of weakness. Currently trading right above 440. So again, leaving a gap, but looking pretty good for some nice continuation lower. Nvidia, I am liking it. I do want to mention that on the bigger time frame, which like for example weekly, as you can see, still very bullish. So I'm so hesitant on taking a short, but we do have this in the short term bear flag. 2 candles of consolidation, and we're currently breaking pre-market session, and the overall market is nosediving lower. So just going with it. I want to pay attention to what price action tells me, but just going with pretty much the direction of the overall market, and currently with this bear flag. So it looks pretty decent to the downside, and we do have, as you can see right here underneath, let me just hide myself. Right here we do have a 1-hour bear flag as well. Looking at Apple now. Apple is a stock I don't trade that often, but I do like how it looks on the weekly. So as you can see, we have a nice, pretty much we were consolidating, we dropped, and then another period consolidation. We're currently breaking, so it just gives me the vibe. It looks like a nice weekly bear flag, and on the daily, it has been showing some type of weakness. So we actually tried pushing higher, but then we started maybe making new lows. So looks pretty good for a move lower. We are already making a weekly low, and we do have this monthly key level, which is a monthly low here. So looks good, and we do have a 1-hour bear flag as well. Coin, again, it's on my secondary. Bigger picture still looks pretty bullish, so want to come with a cautious mind, but pretty simple. On the daily, we do have this kind of like we broke lower, and we could see a potential continuation lower. We're currently trading around 240, so very simple. I could potentially first see something like move from 240 to 230, potential bounce, but looks good for short term. But again, bigger picture still looks bullish, so want to come with a cautious mind. MU, this was actually a play from yesterday. The only reason I have it here is just because in case the market wants to bounce. It looks very, very bearish, but in case the market wants to bounce, this is one of the only stocks that is showing relative strength compared to everything else. Like it's not holding below yesterday low day. So this is a potential player for a move higher, and we do have this bull flag to alongside. So that's why I have it there. But if the market's selling off, not really interested. This is only if the market actually decides to bounce. And then Paw, this is actually a stock I've been watching for a very long time. And I'm not loving the volume in pre-market session, but I've been watching this for a very long time. And we do have a whole bunch of stuff. So we have on the weekly, as you can see, we had a nice drop. Period consolidation, we're currently breaking. So looks like a weekly bear flag. On the daily, it looks pretty good. We had a very good period of consolidation, and we're currently breaking below this level, so looks pretty good for some nice continuation. And on the 1 hour, we have a bear flag. So I got actually a couple playbook trades setting up for today, but let's jump into the smaller time frame. So if you jump into the smaller time frame, let's start off with Paul that we have right here. So Paul is actually a playbook trade. The only thing I don't like is the volume in market session, but very simple below this level. So I wouldn't mind if we actually bounce and we actually come up here and we potentially reject. But below this level and pre-market low for a move to 270, 275, and we currently are, we currently at 275. So below pre-market low for a move to 270 and 265. And if sellers are really in control, potentially daily key level at, as you can see here, it's a bit far, 260, but because we had a very big, good period of consolidation, we could potentially see a move down there. It's a bit over ATR, so not loving that. But if sellers are in control, we could potentially see that move today. Setup is looking really good, but not loving the low volume review market session, so want to make sure that I wait for volume to kick in before executing. Need to pay close attention to the spreads. Definitely need to pay very close attention to the spreads. This is not gonna trade too often, but this is a setup I've been waiting for a while, so let's see if it actually wants to work out today. Looking at Apple. So Apple is my other playbook trade. With Apple, it's very simple. So with Apple, it's just, as I said, we do have a weekly low, and we are making pretty much like a daily low. So we have a weekly bear flag, daily bear flag, 1 hour bear flag, and key level. And on top of that, it's showing relative weakness compared to everything else. So the past couple days, couple weeks. So currently gapping down, very nice. So below pre-market low. So for a move to weekly key level, and potentially we do have another weekly level here at 167.62. And let's look at Nvidia. So Nvidia, so pretty simple, below 890. I know we're already far away from it, but at the time I was creating this game plan, I like the below 890. Now that we're around this area, I like it below pre-market low. So below pre-market low for a move to 880, and potentially daily key level, which is 876.95. But as I said, we do have, it still looks like a weekly bull flag potentially on the higher time frame, like the weekly. But we do have, if we like showing the image of it, we could see a daily bear flag. We do have key level and also 1 hour bear flag as well, and it's currently gapping down. I mean, it looks pretty decent. The only thing, again, the bigger picture still looks a bit bullish. I'm so hesitant, so I want to come in with pretty much my scalp behind. That's what I actually wrote here. So now looking at pretty much my 2 secondary watch that more than likely I won't even be paying attention to, because I do like the other 3 stocks even more. But this is just in case the other 3 stocks just are bummers, they don't really do nothing else. I have this as a backup. So we have Coin. Coin is very simple, below 240. Let me get this. So Coin is below 240. Below 240 for a move to 235, and psychological level to 30. Playbook, no. Again, a weekly bull flag, 1 daily bull flag. So I'm actually going against a bigger picture. But we do have, yesterday we had some nice weakness, and we're looking for just that continuation lower. Secondary watch, bigger picture, looks bullish, so want to be cautious. Very simple. And with Coin, this is a stock that definitely needs to pay very close attention to spreads as well. And then last but not least, MU. MU is just so I have it there because it's one of the stocks that's not holding below yesterday low a day. And yesterday we showed some really nice strength, and we have some really good volume in pre-market session. So just in case the overall market wants to bounce, I could have a candidate that could potentially work out to the long side. So above yesterday high day, 127.38 for a move to 230. Yeah, and it's pretty far from it, but this is just in case the market actually wants to bounce and we actually just fake out to the people. This could be a potential candidate for a move higher. So yeah, that's pretty much the game plan for April 2nd.